Hey guys, what's up? NFL Weekly back to you again, and this week is going to be a competition of NFC hatred. You all remember what happened when Blair Walsh screwed over the Minnesota Vikings and then came and renounced victory for the Seattle Seahawks. He screwed over two teams, but everybody knows this rivalry produces pretty solid games, and trust me, this is going to be a good game. It's a primetime one, 5:20 p.m. Sunday. Be there. So, I mean, like I said, well, I don't believe you guys have heard me say this. This game is probably not going to be... I could easily see this game being changed from a Sunday night game only because it's not like two super outstanding teams. It doesn't really seem like two super popular teams either. Seattle's relatively popular, but Minnesota's not super good right now. They're getting better, I'll tell you that much. But, I mean, as far as predictions go, let's look at this team. So, the Minnesota Vikings, right? Everybody knows the Seattle Seahawks are 4-0, and they're pretty good. Well, the Vikings are, they're 1-3, okay? And they beat the Texans. So, they beat the Texans pretty handily. Well, they barely got beaten by the Titans. So, that's actually a pretty good effort. They got beat very easily by the Packers. And they got beat handily by the Colts. So against formidable competition, they just don't win. If they're getting beat by the Titans, if they're getting beat by very easily by the Packers, and certainly just outlasting the Texans, I do not see a way they outlast Russell Wilson. I expect this game to be close. I expect it to be close because Seattle has not had one... Well, they've had only one game that was not relatively close at the fourth quarter, and that was the Falcons game. First game of the season, but every game since then has just been a nightmare for Seattle Seahawks fans. If you look at the fourth quarter, it typically comes down to maybe a score or two. And Seattle's just coming away with some tight wins. You know, Dolphins, it seemed like they handily won. It was relatively close for most of the third quarter. Cowboys, they just barely got away with that one. Patriots just barely got away with that one. So, against strong competition, Seattle's pretty good. I expect Seattle to win this game because they've got, according to ESPN.com, the third best offense in the NFL. It's behind the Packers. It's points per game. You know, they're getting just behind the Packers, 35.5 versus 38. Yards total, you know, just about 30 yards below. So they're just behind the Packers, but they've also probably got a hotter quarterback, Russell Wilson. So who's taking this game? Like I said, Seattle. And if we look at the Minnesota Vikings, they've got a relatively average offense. I mean, judging by this stat, it's sort of probably below average, actually. And on defense, well, anybody's better than Seattle. They've got probably the worst defense in the NFL when it comes to pretty much everything. I mean, they have a pretty good run defense. I'm not going to lie. They've got like a top 5 run defense, but that passing defense is abysmal. And that's not even a debate. You know, when we look at the Vikings, they're sort of strange because, I mean, look at this. So, the Minnesota Vikings, they really just aren't a good team. I mean, I thought they had a better defense, but I look at this stat, and they're the 4th worst in the NFL defense. They're going to get just torn apart. I don't know. I think Russell Wilson's going to get 4 touchdowns in this game. I really do. I think it's going to be 4 touchdowns, a running back touchdown. It's going to be a 5 touchdown game and probably a field goal. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to be... I can't see a way that the winner doesn't score more than 30 points because neither team has a strong defense. And that's just judging by pure stats. So, if my prediction is true, maybe they get 5 touchdowns and a field goal. Maybe they get 6 touchdowns. Let's just say 5 touchdowns and a field goal. That's what, 38 points. I'm going to say 38-31 Seattle. Now their defense could do better. I'm just going to stick with 38 points on Seattle's end. I just think their offense is that good. They might not even score that many, but let's just say 38 for the fun of it. 38. I'm going to say 38-27. Seattle wins this game. It's going to stay close in the third quarter, but fourth quarter, they're going to do what they just did, and they're going to lay some points on the ground. Lay the law, Seattle style. At Seattle. Seattle wins this game. Take care, guys, and have a spectacular day.